I have absolutely no clue why I am nervous right now because unlike the YouTube videos that I was doing where I was basically live and doing the Silt off-road series, which was, yeah, nerve-wracking at first, especially when I would look down and see, oh shoot, 30 people are online right now listening to me talk. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I start freaking out. So this format is definitely better. I It's an experiment. Silt is an experiment, and we'll see just how long this lasts. If it sticks and people love it, then it'll stick. But I think regardless of that, um, I felt this pull to do audio because again, I do love making content that isn't always predicated off of a video or having my face blasted out onto the internet. It is nice every once in a while to just talk about what I'm learning. And so when I go to these Sonoran Desert events or when I go to a CAX meeting to learn about cacti and other things, then I'll probably just hop on my phone, do a voice recording, and toss that on the Gumroad. So that's my plan now. I just want to be able to freely express myself completely and also share that rawness with the fans of Silt. So it's just adding another layer to Gumroad and how I want Gumroad to operate. So I already explained the first part of what I want this audio stuff to be in the first place, which is a format where I don't know the idea of doing a newsletter or a field note where I'm writing paragraphs even once a month was starting to dread that feeling. And I noticed that when you start dreading doing something, then it's time for you to make a change or take a different direction. That's been one of the main ways I've kept Silt alive, besides literally God, I feel like guiding my hands and thoughts. The consistency has come from, there's a core aspect of doing the videos, right? Like you got to have a core. I create videos at the end of the day that can't switch up. And then everything else around that, well, it kind of comes and goes like a plant, like a saguaro. If you see some plants, parts of it look dead. It's not dying. It's just getting rid of dead weight, so it can focus on growing the things that are growing strong. So it's essential for the plant survival. And silt is my very own saguaro that I'm building from seed. And as to where it goes after that, well, I don't know. That part really is up to the fans and the followers to kind of like, well, not guide, but add color. Anyway, I'm kind of getting off track. What I hope for this to be is I record my experiences, I upload it to Gumroad, it becomes an archive. People go, they can listen to it. But at the end of the day, even when people aren't necessarily jumping at it instantly, because nothing is really like that, it takes consistency over time. I go back and listen to my recordings, and then those recordings can become a video, a guide, or just something to keep people company while they are on a hike and whatever else. But yeah, for me more so, it's having a genesis for more content. So that's that. Um, if who's ever listening to this made it this far, wanted to go ahead and talk about some of the updates that Silt's been going through because I know all the things that we're doing because I'm actively in the trenches every single day producing things. But yeah, like since the last podcast, for people who are following the podcast series on our YouTube page, Silt now has a merch store. There you go, right there. We've gotten three T-shirt sales on the T-shirt that my brother and I partnered on. Sleep Eater, aka Brian. Um, we partnered on a shirt, designed it, took took about 4 or 5 months to get the store up and running. But yeah, now it's live, and this year I really want to hit the ground running and really build the store out. I thought I was just gonna start with four things and be happy with that, and of course I wasn't. I felt like it was akin to when Alexander the Great had conquered all he knew he could conquer, and then he looked around and like wept because he couldn't conquer anymore. And so I uploaded those four merch items, and then it was just this empty feeling, and I was like, what is that? Why do I feel empty? Why do I not feel satisfied just uploading four merch things and having people buy whenever they feel like buying? And I realized through introspection that I wanted Silt to become more than just merch. I wanted it to be apparel. I wanted it to be a clothing line one day. And so then thinking, yeah, I want like 40 Etsy listings within 2 years or 2 or 3 years. And I'm going to push and scale that. And not because I'm hoping to generate a lot of money, but because I find a sense of fulfillment in that. That's why Silt, that's one of the big reasons why Silt started in the first place was to the thought of making clothes and branding it and like people buying it and shoot wearing it one day. That's what excited me. It really lit a fire under me to build. If I was just creating content and nothing else, I feel like I wouldn't have made it this far per se. I had so many different things that were motivating me. Like even when I would post videos and no one would really be watching, of course, because who are you? You haven't earned the algorithm's trust or anyone's trust yet. But it was that that future of it would be dope to see a product that I created come to life, and it came to life when me and my family were in San Diego. Came to life, boom! I'm like, oh shoot, that's dope. And then my brother's wearing a shirt that we both partnered on. Oh my gosh, that's dope. Now it'd be cool if somebody like actually bought the shirt. Oh shoot, three people bought the shirt. Let's go. And just building on that. So having many different things to chase after and to attain really helped to keep the consistency up and keep building Silt into what it's become today in only 9 months of being alive. But to round it out, because I don't want this to be too long of an audio recording first time back. What what does the future hold for Silt? I don't know. I mean, I do know. Again, I want it to be big. I do want it to be big. I honestly, less than being big, my hope isn't to be this content creator with like 200,000 subscribers. That's not really my goal. I really just want a tribe of people who really love the Sonoran Desert. They want to donate to the Sonoran Desert. They want to wear stuff from it. They want to like absorb the content that's being created in it. And I want people to go out into the world and not live the life I'm necessarily living, but I'm trying to show people a door that maybe they haven't opened yet. And so you don't have to be a Sonoran Desert person doesn't mean you're living in the Sonoran Desert or you're in any desert at all. You could be in freaking Seattle. I don't care. You could be in Antarctica. But the goal is to see your local environment differently. Go out there, join a society, run a trail, anything. Just don't sit on the couch and don't even watch all my videos and just binge it all day long. Yes, when it comes out, watch it all the way through, like it, comment, and then keep moving. Go out there and make your own adventure and explore. That's my hope for Silt. And I had this last takeaway or last point, and then I'll shut this off because it's 10 minutes now, and I didn't want it to be over 10 minutes. But I had somebody who followed me on TikTok came to one of the cactus meetings that I went to, and she was like, "Oh shoot, I noticed the logo on the back of your hat, which was of course the Silt Saguaro logo, turquoise cactus, green background." And she noticed it, and she was like, "You influenced me to want to join this cactus society." And I had been going to the Desert Botanical Garden for years, and I didn't even know this existed until I saw one of your videos on TikTok, and I was mind blown, all caps, underline, italicized. I was like, "What? That's crazy." And I was like, "Dude, I can't quit. I don't care how low views or like counts, whatever, like, we're impacting people's lives, legit." And so I hope that while you absorb silt content, your life is impacted and changed and influences you to go out there and live a greater life. So I'm gonna stop right there. I do plan on doing these more often. There won't be a schedule. It, the recordings will just plop when they plop. I'm just throwing out seeds, and whatever comes up, comes up. So yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you out there.